In 1970, after the Civil War, the Nigerian government called for emergency financial or money redesigned. Okay? But the thing nobody has told you is the impact at which this decision cost the Igbo. All right? So this video has to go in 3 steps, okay? It has to go in 3 steps. One is the redesign of the money and the cost of the 20 pounds. 2, the closure of the seaport. 3, and the inflow of Lagos State. Follow with me. So this is what happened, okay, after the Civil War. After the Civil War ended, the Nigerian government called the Civil War no winner, no vanquish. Even though we know it's otherwise, or whatever that happens, that's the decision that was given to this Civil War. The next step the Nigerian government did again was to call for redesign of Naira in 1970. For a lot of people that don't know this, I want this video to be shared. All right, these videos to be shared. Everybody has to see this video. So for you that is having hate for the Igbo people, all right, for you that is saying that Igbos came to dominate you, for you to say that the Igbos has come to take what belongs to you, for you that claims that what the Igbos had taken that which belongs to you. All right, one thing, after this video you will have a lot to learn. All right, you have a lot to learn. You understand that the sustenance that you are having today, the sustenance you're having today is in the hand of Igbo, and that is why they never allow them to go. Watch, let me educate you so that you hear something. So when the government redesigned the money, it was said nationwidely that anyone that had money in the bank, all right, anybody that have money in the bank, any Igbo person that have money in the bank, it does not matter the amount of money you have in your bank account. Those that have millions, billions, it doesn't matter. Do you know that all Igbo people that have money in the bank, all Biafrans that have money in the bank, was given 20 pounds in 1970. All their millions was taken by the federal government. All their billions was taken by the Nigerian federal government. All the money they had was taken by the Nigerian government. As of that time, the Minister of Finance is Awolowo. All right, Awolowo was the Minister of Finance as of that time. All right, so the decision was made and 20 pounds was given to them. And Yakubu Gowon was the head of state as of that 1970 when the decision was made. So after they gave them that 20 pounds, what do you expect? Hardship, right? Yes, that is the hardship that Igbos has to face in one Nigeria after that Civil War. That is when the hardship started. Now, it did not end there. Proceeding a year later, look at how they take it. A year later, another decision was made by the federal government of Nigeria. As of this time, the Igbos do not leave their state as of that much, even though they are scattered and they are everywhere. You see, on the Onitsha market, even about all the markets in the east, all right, Onitsha market happens to be the biggest market in Africa. Everybody runs to Onitsha to buy their things because the level of importation, okay, comes from the seaport that is in the east. As of this time, the seaport, Nigeria had about 6 seaports, 1 in Lagos. The rest was in southeast. For this decision after the Civil War, 2 years after the Civil War, all the seaports in the Southeast was closed and grounded down. What do you think it will happen? These are livelihoods. You know, seaport import hires a lot of people, including custom, a lot of. So automatically what it means is that everyone that works in that seaport, everybody that imports from that seaport can no more import their goods. They couldn't import their goods no more from the east. They could not do nothing no more. This alone created a very difficult hardship in the Southeast. In the 70s, it was hunger to hunger, battle to battle. Igbo man has to survive by every means because the federal government has taken away all their benefits from giving them 20 pounds, coming to close down a whole 5 seaports. Close down 5 seaports so that the Igbo man cannot have access to the sea, cannot have access to the goods and services, cannot have access to trade or to comment anything. Our commerce was closed. Economy was closed. Finances was closed. Means of surviving or survivor was closed. This was after Civil War. So for a lot of you that is saying, Igbo do this, Igbo do that, all right? Do you now understand what the federal government of Nigeria did to the Southeast? It does not end there, okay? This alone, after this has happened, the Igbos had to take a decision, especially the businessmen. The only way to survive this game is to move down to Lagos. The only seaport that is surviving is the seaport that is in Lagos, which is Apapa Seaport. That's why there were inflow of the Igbos to Lagos. That was why there were that total inflow. Were Igbos in Lagos before? Yes. Igbos have always been in Lagos. They've always built and buy, in Lagos. Has the relationship been smooth? Yes. Who is antagonizing the relationship between the Igbos and the Yorubas? These are the politicians. All right? It's the politicians. Now, it has come to a level that Igbos has to take their inflow to Lagos so that they can do their importations back. The ones that could be able to import, they were importing now, diverted all their containers to Lagos because most containers were diverted to Lagos. Imagine 5 seaports was closed in the east. All the containers was diverted back to Lagos. Now they have to clear all the containers in Lagos, meaning that they have to pay all the taxes into Lagos State. Now, containers are being moved from Lagos to east. After you clear, you now pay a trailer that will carry your container to east. Do you understand the cost of that? All right? Things become more expensive. So the hardship that people are facing today in Nigeria does not even caused by economies. It did not caused by commerce. It was caused by the federal government of Nigeria because of their ugly and perverted decision against the Southeast. They converted and moved all this stuff to them, to Lagos. And what do you expect? For the fact that they're doing their business in Lagos, importing, market is being built. More of fact, go and check it. The first occupants of the market in most of the markets in Lagos that made market what it made to be a market was the Igbos. All right? At the time, Igbos start building. They start occupying, start building. That is how they are. Anyway, they go. Once they found it, okay, we can do our business from here. Our children have started coming up. We are building. We are getting married. We are marrying wives. We are bringing our family. We are bringing people down. We have to build so that we can be comfortable. All right? Igbos are not the kind of people that they're like Israel, okay? They're like the Israel, all right? That scattered themselves all over the world at that time. All right? All over Europe, they are there building, doing everything they got to do, okay, until it come to a point, all right? Until it came to a point where whatever they had to happen happened, and they had to move back to their own land and settle. Now we are trying, the Igbos are trying to move to their own land, okay, so that they can settle in their land. Do you understand? They can settle in their land, but the government refuses. So this is the thing. After so many development, it now come to a point where they now say that Igbos cannot stay in Lagos. So you understand that all this fracas going on, all these conditions going on, all these issues going on, is the Igbos that they are chasing. Civil war went in. He never allowed them. Coup. I will talk about the coup. After I talk about that, we'll also look into it to see if this coup happened to be an Igbo coup. All right? We'll talk about that in another video. So for a lot of you that is chasing Igbos are fighting or calling them names, all right? Igbos are not owing you. Igbos are not bad people. It is your government that is owing them, because all their money was taken from them and you give them 20 pounds. Until today, how far? How market? How is the Igbo life? How is your own life? Okay? How is the development in the East compared to your own state? So let us take Lagos away. And what about other states? If you are talking about Igbo occupy our state, how many states did they occupy? All right? So what I'm saying is this, okay? Stop saying they occupy your states, because it was your federal government that pushed them. If you don't want to let the same federal government sit the same way and say we don't want Igbos, or your Igbos can go. The oil, the petroleum, the oil you are surviving on today is from the southeast. All right? The crude oil that is sustaining that country, right from the colonial master up to today, is in the southeast. So before you start talking about it's only 5 states, it is 5 states. Mind you that it has to be southeast first before you start mentioning 5 states. So give them back their southeast. All right? Then you now take your own southwest and south and north, whatever thing you want to do. All right? I'm only here to make this video so that people will see the light and how the trend was coming from. All right? I will see you again in my next video. Thank you. Thank you. Share this video and we'll talk again.